Karl Urban, greetings from
Oh,
Toronto, a city you
hi.
know very, very well.
I do. It's my home away from home. How are you, Bonnie? You good?
I'm great. It's so wonderful to have the opportunity to talk to you. Congratulations on this. I loved your voiceover performance. I love this film. And here you are playing a great sea beast hunter, Jacob Holland, very rugged, very handsome, with a heart of gold. Was it like looking in the mirror, my friend?
No, not at all. This character is way bigger than me, and he's way blonder than me, and he's really clumsy, which I'm not. Um, but I had a lot of fun playing him, that's for sure. And I'm super happy with how this movie's turned out. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is so much fun. And also, it really does tell you a little bit about family. This is what
Mhm,
I got from it because he's got his family out at sea, but then he meets up with this young, adorable, spunky girl
mhm.
who kind of shows him the way. Tell me a little bit about how being a dad maybe played into your performance.
Um, I don't know if that really sort of drew that I drew that much experience from my personal life as a father into the movie, because really the relationships uh, are quite different. I guess what I really enjoyed in the script was this sort of cantankerous bickering between these two characters who are both orphans.
Yeah.
And obviously there is somewhat of a paternal nature from Jacob towards Maisie. He is trying to protect her and look after her.
Hmm.
But I think the thing that I found, most endearing about it was how, this precocious young girl manages to sort of engineer a paradigm shift in Jacob, how she leads him to the knowledge that everything that he thinks about the world is actually not necessarily true. And I thought that was, the line in the movie about even a hero can be wrong, I think is
Yeah.
really an important sort of, that's an important moral compass to absorb.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you. And I'm wondering too, Karl, when you see a beautiful film like this completed and you hear your voice coming out of this character, does it still freak you out after all these years doing what you do?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you're always, listen, it's always a leap of faith. And, when you're working on an animated movie, you have no idea really ultimately what it's going to look like. Or, you don't know what the other characters are going to sound like. And you go in there and you give the director the luxury of choice by, doing your lines a multitude of different ways. And so you're always sort of blown away by, the end product. And in this movie, it is so extraordinary, and I was
Yeah.
so floored by the finished film. I've never ever seen an animated movie that is so texturally rich. I mean, the way that the light plays off the water, uh,
Yeah.
but beyond that and the technical achievements of the film just has a great heart to it. And I know that it'll be a hit with kids and families and even parents.
Oh, that is 100% for sure. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, before we wrap, as you said, Toronto we know is your home away from home because you spent during COVID, of course, what, 8 months shooting the last season, the current season of The Boys here. Gee, I have to ask you, I mean, it's been such a great show for our city, you guys being here and everything that you do for that show. But do you ever get sick of being covered in blood? Does it ever get old?
Yeah, it wears out pretty quickly. Yeah, I thankfully didn't have it too badly this last season, but the season before, I mean, there were weeks and weeks of covered in blood when we rammed a speedboat through a whale. Yeah, but other characters like Jack Quaid's character, he gets it pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, thank you for bringing that show here. We love having you. Keep them coming. We want season 4. We're waiting,
Thank you.
ready. And congratulations on your voiceover performance in this. It's such a wonderful film. And thank you for being a part of it. Thanks for your time
Cool.
today, Karl.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.